Hello everyone. Welcome back to again. Welcome back to again. Grade 12 students. Today start physical education class. Dear students, our today continued revision started chapter number 2, sports and nutrition. So today we will discuss is the chapter number 2. Our topic is today macro and micro nutrition. So firstly, we will discuss is the main nutrition. Last year we will discuss is the nutrition, meaning of nutrition and functions of balanced diet. And today we will discuss is the only macro and micro nutrition. So first we will discuss the macro nutrition. Macro nutrition is the 4 types. Okay. Macronutrition, firstly is discussed the carbohydrates. Carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are the most important source of energy. The combination elements of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. The ratio between hydrogen and oxygen in carbohydrates is 2:1. Like water, these compounds are important and different digestive functions in our body. This is the carbohydrates. So second is the main carbohydrates is the main types of carbohydrates. Types of carbohydrates is the different mainly simple carbohydrates and complex carbohydrates. So simple carbohydrates are those special combinations carbohydrates which digest quickly. So these are sweet in tasty in water quickly. So such as glucose. Okay. This is the simple carbohydrates. Next is the complex carbohydrates. Complex carbohydrates are those carbohydrates which digest slowly. So these are not sweet in tasty, like starch in potatoes, in salt in water. This is the complex carbohydrates. Next is the functions of carbohydrates. So functions of carbohydrates is the main first function is carbohydrates have various functions in the human body. Human bodies are given. First is they provide energy for working muscles. Next is they provide fuel for the central nervous system. Next is they help enable fat metabolism. Next is they help preventing protein from being used as energy. Next, fat contest. Next is fat. First is carbohydrate. Next is fat. Okay. Fats. Fats also is the part of carbohydrate. Okay. The fats contains carbon, oxygen, and hydrogen in the percentage of 76 to 12 and 12 respectively. So fats are composed of fatty acids. So they provide more calories as compared to other consists of food. So they are essential for the absorption of vitamin like A, D, E and K. So they are good source of energy. So fats are derived from the following two sources. Main first is the animal sources, second is the vegetable sources. So animal sources it consists to meat and dairy products such as milk, butter, cheese, and egg, yellow. This is the main animal sources for protein, fats. Next is the vitamin sources, vegetables related. It consists of various edible oil or groundnut, mustard, and coconut seed, sunflower, and coconut. Okay. Cotton seed also. So this is the all vegetable sources for fats. Next is the types of fats. Types of fats is the first stressed fats. Fat. So structured fat, it is stored at room temperature. It is mostly present in animal foods such as milk, cheese, meat. So it is also present in tropical oils such as coconut oil, palm oil, etc. So saturated fat can raise your cholesterol level. So a healthy diet should have less than 10% calories from saturated fat. So next is the trans fat. So trans fat related, it is the first, it is a fat that has been changed by a process called hydrogens. It is mostly present in processed food, snacks, cookies, etc. So trans fat can raise your cholesterol levels, so eat as little trans fat as possible to live healthy. So third is the unsaturated fat. So it is liquid at room temperature. So it is mostly present in oil from plants. If you eat understand fat instead of standard fat, it may help to improve your cholesterol level. It is of two types. First is the mono unsaturated fat and second is the poly unsaturated fat. So it is mostly first is mono unsaturated fat. It is mostly present in vegetables, oils such as corn, olive, and peanut oils. So it helps to lower your bad LDL, it means cholesterol and keeps so good HDL cholesterol level high. So next is the follow unsaturated fat. It is mostly present in vegetable oil such as sunflower, soya beans, corn oils, etc. It also helps to lower your bad HDL cholesterol level. Next is the main functions of fats later. First function is the fats are stored in body and are used as emergency sources of energy. Second is fats are important sources of energy for long duration activities and important for proper functioning of legs and other internal organs. Next is it helps in transportation of fat, soybean fat soluble vitamin A, D, E, and K. Next is it helps in blood clotting. Next is it helps in maintenance of skin and hair. So our diet should consist of 5 to 10% of fat. So higher intake of fat increase risk of obesity and many diseases. Next is the fats maintain body temperature and protect it from the effect of external temperature. Next is they make body soft and oily. This is the main functions of fats. Next point is the protein. Proteins. Proteins Proteins are the building blocks of body. Proteins contain carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and sometimes sulfur. Proteins are very large molecules, so they cannot get directly into our blood. So they are broken into amino acids by our digestive systems. So there are 23 amino acids found in proteins, and out of these 9 amino acids are essential for us. So proteins helps in growth and building new cells and repair the present ones. So lack of protein can causes energy deficiency in the body, anemia, low level of immunity, loss of weight, dry skin, and irritable extras. The diseases caused due to deficiency of proteins are proteins motions. So there are two main dietary sources of protein. First is animal sources, second is the plant sources. So animal sources it consists of meat, fish, egg, milk, cheese, extras. And plant sources it consists of pulses, nuts, beans, peels, extras. The main functions of proteins is the proteins have various functions in the human body as given below. It means we are explained all. First is the repair and maintenance. Repair and maintenance related protein is termed the building block of the body and is vital in the maintenance of body tissue, including development and repair. Second is the source of energy. Protein is a major source of energy. And third is creating of some hormones. Protein is involved in the cutting of some hormones. These substances help to control body functions that involve the interaction of several organs. So next is the transportation and strong of molecules. So proteins is a major element in transportation of certain molecules. Okay, so next is the antibodies. Proteins from antibodies that help preventing infections, illness, and diseases. This is the all functions of protein. Next is the proteins related. After this, water. It means micro and macro. So macro is the carbohydrate, fat, protein, and food is water. Water. So water is the most important. So water is very important element of food or diet. So water is made up for hydrogen or oxygen elements in 2 upon 1. Okay, so our blood contains 90% of water, and water helps to regular nutrition of food in the body cells. So it is also very useful for extraction of water products from the body. It regulations the body temperature. A normal person requires 4 to 5 liters of water every day. Okay. So every day, normal person. So next is the main functions of water. Water has various functions in the human body are given. First is it helps to remove poisons, substances, and water products from the body. Next is it helps in food digestion. It helps to form body fluids. For example, plasma of the blood, the lymph and digestive juices, Next is it protects the bones to become dry and bread-free. It helps in blood circulation. It helps to maintain the body temperature. It helps to supply minerals, salts to the body. This is the all functions of body. Next point is the micronutrients. This is the macro four types. Next is micro. Micronutrients first is vitamin. Micronutrition, this is the first point is vitamin. So vitamin related vitamins are organic chemicals required by the body for the various metabolic process and for the normal working of the body. So metabolic process refers to the biological process that a living organism. So uses of provide energy for sustaining life and growth. So vitamins are the best sources of energy. They are required in very small amount. They are vital for the body. The lack of vitamins can causes very reactors extra and individual many individual may need very less amount of vitamin every day and it is a milligrams vitamins can be classification as fat and soluble and water soluble. They are described or first is the fat soluble vitamin, vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E and vitamin K. This is the fat soluble vitamin. So first we will discuss the vitamin A. Vitamin is the six types vitamin A, B, C, D, E and K. Okay, this is the first we will discuss the fat soluble vitamin first. Vitamin A. Vitamin A is the called vitamin of growth. It is very important for children and lack of vitamin A can hinder the growth. It is essential for eyesight. The vitamin keeps the skin in good condition. Lack of this vitamin in children causes freckles on hands and legs. So one may catch cold and formations of stones in urinary tract. So if there is lack of vitamin A, the sources of vitamin A are milk, egg yellow, and good report liver oil, yellow vegetables, mango, papaya, extra. They daily requires in 2 mg approximately. And vitamin D is the vitamin D helps to keep the teeth and bones strong. So frame and in a right shape, yeah, it helps in the utilization and observation of calcium and phosphorus acids. So it also maintains normal functions of paralysis. Next is lack of vitamin D causes rectus in children and bones become weak and flexible. And vitamin D is present in egg, especially in yellow liver to sheep, gold liver oil, shake liver oil, pure milk extra. The nutrition sources of vitamin D is sun rays, especially early in the morning, yes, sun rays time. Vitamin D. Next is the vitamin E. Vitamin E it is required for coagulation of blood. Yeah, it is used in anti-aging cream because it keeps the skin healthy. It also maintains normal functions of reproductive organs. It helps during pregnancy and help in normal childbirth. So lack of the vitamin can cause abrasion. Vitamin E is the present in wheat and wheat flour. So left vegetables, currant, cauliflowers, green pepper, spinach, mirror, bananas, and butter. This is the main vitamin E. Next is the vitamin K. This is the fourth. This vitamin is also known as the anti-bleeding vitamin. So lack of the vitamin causes inability of blood of coagulate. It is the present in sand of liver, cabbage, spinach, cauliflower, tomatoes, peas, and from extras. Next is the water soluble vitamin. Water soluble only two, vitamin B and vitamin C. This is the one marks question also here. So, how many vitamins are fat soluble vitamins? So, vitamin A, B, E, and K is the fat soluble vitamins, and vitamin water soluble vitamin is the only two, vitamin B and vitamin C. So, vitamin B complex is the how many vitamin B complex? So, vitamin B complex it is the group of 8 water soluble vitamins which are important for Gallium metabolics, these are described. First is the vitamin B2. So vitamin B1, vitamin B1, B2, B3, B5, B6, B7, B9, and B12. This is the vitamin B method. So vitamin B2 is the first thing we will discuss is the it helps to B1 discusses the it helps in metabolism carbohydrates and maintains health and efficiency of muscles and nerves. So deficiency of chemicals causes very big decrease characterized by headache, sleeplessness, muscles, weakness, constipations, etc. This is the vitamin B, vitamin B1. Next, vitamin B2 or riboflavin, it acts and antioxidant, maintains healthy blood cells, protects skin and eye health. Deficiency causes unhealthy skin, inflammations in eyes, and decreased immunity. Next is the vitamin 3, B3. So vitamin B3 or pantothenic acids, it helps to growth of the body. Its deficiency causes graying of hair. Okay, graying of hair. Next is the vitamin B5. So it helps in mental body weight. Its deficiency causes a disease called pellagra. Okay, next is the vitamin B6. This vitamin helps to keep the skin healthy. It is also essential for formation of hemoglobin. Next is vitamin B7. So its deficiency causes muscle strain, impaired growth, depression, etc. And next is vitamin B9. So it helps in blood formation. Deficiency of folic acid can cause loss of leukocytes. Next is vitamin B12. It helps to maintain healthy nerve cells and helps in products of DNA and RNA. Fish, meat, eggs are rice sources of this vitamin. Deficiency causes anemia. So this is the all vitamin B related micronutrition. So next is the vitamin C. So it is the most important for growth and regeneration. Its activities enzyme and is useful for tissue. It is also useful for gums, teeth, healthy heal wounds, maintain red cells in blood, and is good for teeth. This is the vitamin C. So next is the after vitamin related lack of vitamin C affects the gums. Affects the gums, can causes swelling the joints and bleeding in the skin and muscles, membranes, etc. So it is present in turnip, papaya, livers, anemia, and Malta olives, then green chilies, and kava extras. Next is mineral salts. Mineral salt. Mineral salts related. Mineral comprise 4% of our body weight. So they are required for vitamins, yeah, various activities such as formation of hemoglobin, of heartbeat, yeah, are called protective elements. Okay, so these are very important for maintenance of the body. Some minerals are given below. So first thing we will discuss the macro minerals. Macro minerals, sodium. So sodium, it is the needed for the proper functioning of nervous systems. Next is calcium. It makes calcium related. It makes bones and teeth strong. It maintains the blood pressures and helps to make blood clot at the time of bleeding. It helps other metabolism to digest the food and makes energy for blood body. Yeah, it is present in milk, orange, green leaves, vegetables, and eggs. Next is phosphorus. This is the all for macro minerals. Phosphorus, it is very important for the formation of tissues and cells in the body. Yeah, it is very necessary for the multiplication of body cells and healthy growth of the bones and nervous system and blood circle. Okay. Next is the lack of this can causes hindrance in growth, weak bones. Yeah, extra. It is present in cheese, egg, especially in yellow part of egg, especially in the yellow part. Okay, and almonds, nuts, wheats, milk, and liver extract. This is the phosphorus. Next is the magnesium. So it helps in proper growth, formation, and functioning of bones and muscles. It helps to prevent some heart disorder, high blood pressures, improvement of the lungs functions, and phosphorus. It is the prevent depression, helps our brain to function normally, and thus it is very important element of our diet. So it is present in all grains, beans, meat, etc. This is the magnesium. Next is potassium. So potassium, it helps to keep nervous system and muscular system fit and active all the time. So it also helps in maintenance the amount of water in blood and tissue. So it is present in green leaf, vegetable, tomatoes, banana, and fruits, etc. Next is sulfur. So sulfur later means it is very important for the formation of brain, nails, and hairs. So it also helps in digestion of food. It is present in cabbage and pulses, radish, and egg, etc. So this is all for micro minerals: sodium, calcium, phosphorus, magnesium, and potassium, and sulfur. Next is the micro minerals. So micro minerals is the first is copper. The micro minerals, these are required is very less amount of body among with iron. So it is very less amount. For example, 0.1 gram to each trace elements per day. Some trace elements. First is the iron related. Iron, yeah, copper related. Copper, it helps in the formation of hemoglobin blood amount with iron. So it is present in finally dry fruits, meat, and eggs. Next is iodine. So iodine is related the elements of required for keeping the gland healthy. The gland uses iodine to make hormones that affect our growth and development. So it is present in iodine salt, fish, seafood, etc. This is iodine salt. Next is carbohydrate. So it helps to protect us from anemia. It is present in millet, meat, green leaf, vegetables, etc. And last is the iron. So iron related is the iron is the main salt which helps to concentrate blood and help to produce hemoglobin. So it acts as oxygen carries to the lungs. Lack of iron can cause anemia. It is present in the liver, eggs, meat, onions, pulses, dates, figs, dry fruits, and literature extras. So this is the all for micronutrients, microminerals. So dear students, I hope you will understand this topic, especially the macro and micro nutrition. So today all discussed briefly is the macro nutrition, carbohydrates, fat, proteins, water, and micronutrients, vitamin and mineral salts. So I hope you will understand this topic. Any student doubtful related to this topic, so please send message me after this lesson. And again I am saying, please start our practical files completed. 2-3 lectures continues a practical file, but many students are pending in practical files. I hope you will understand this topic and complete your practical files. Any doubt? So please send message. Thank you and have a nice day.